On the 23rd of March, Usha Vance announced that she was going to go to a dog sledding competition. What does that have to do with the Democratic Republic of the Congo, with the peace process in Ukraine, with the future of NATO, and with Canada? Well, the answer is natural resources, specifically rare earths and minerals. Let's take a couple of steps back. Usha Vance is the wife of the Vice President of the United States. You know, Peter Thiel's Manchurian candidate-type investment in the fascist takeover of the United States? JD Vance? She announced that she was going to go to Nuuk, the capital of Greenland, accompanied by a series of high-ranking officers in the United States government to attend a dog sledding competition for which that city is renowned for. That announcement was taken with shock by both the government of Greenland and the Kingdom of Denmark, the colonial power that holds Greenland, that Donald Trump time and again offered to buy and then to conquer. From a diplomatic perspective, this is the equivalent of planting a flag there. And also a bullying tactic that puts in question the very future of NATO. Powerful member bullying another member with the rest of them silent. And this in the context of a narrative in which Trump says that he wants to crush NATO. And why do they want Greenland? Because what we're seeing at this moment in the world is the equivalent of what the world saw in 1885 during the Scramble of Africa. Time in which European powers divided the continent of Africa with a ruler, focusing only on the natural resources that they could extract rather than the history, the geography, the ethnicities of the people who lived there and who have saddled us with problems ever since. But instead of rubber, gold, ivory, what the great powers of the world are trying to secure at this moment is access to critical minerals that will allow them to expand technologically. Now, China occupies a chunk of the continent of Asia. And specifically, the chunk of the continent of Asia that has rare earth minerals that are indispensable for chip manufacturing or our green technological revolution. And in the last 4 years, they have reduced extensively the amount that they export of these minerals as a response to the United States blocking their access to advanced chips. Because China understands that having control of these minerals will allow them to have an edge in the future. The United States doesn't have any Gallium, any Germanium, or any antimony. They also don't have any uranium. Greenland has a vast untapped potential to produce that. Canada also produces this, and so does Ukraine. And that's one of the reasons why you're seeing the shakedown of Ukraine at this moment. Because transactionally, the United States want to have access to the exploitation of those minerals. Same thing with the DRC. Why do you think, after 30 years of a genocidal war, the United States all of a sudden started becoming interested in the future of the DRC? Kindness and geopolitics rarely mix. They consider it a part of their strategy for survival, so when Donald Trump says that he wants to get Greenland and to annex Canada, he's not joking.